Hello, I'm Cheryl Austin, Family and Community Health Agent with the Cooperative Extension Program, Prairie View A&M University. And today I just wanted to talk with you a little bit about how to challenge your brain and give you some memory tips. So this month, a lot of our children have gone back to school or they're getting ready to start going back to school. And if you're a parent like me, we focus a lot on their academics and providing opportunities for them to learn more, keep their brains stimulated to grow. And sometimes we forget about ourselves. So we want to do things that's going to challenge our brain as well. Because just like our body needs regular exercise, so does our brain. Our brain needs regular exercise to keep it stimulated. And we can do that. One of the ways we can do that is by reading. I have started two new books this month, and I am enjoying reading those books. And that is one way to keep our brain challenged. Also, new hobbies. Is there something new that you want to do? Is there a new class that you want to take? Something new that you want to learn? Check that out. Challenge your brain that way by learning something new. And then sometimes we just need a new way of doing things. Sometimes I take a different route to work or from work because if you're like me, you can get into a groove where you're not even paying attention to that light you just went through because you're so accustomed to going that direction. So sometimes it's good to do what you're doing, but do it in a different way. Sit at a different place in your church, in your favorite restaurant. Do it differently. Even with brushing your teeth, try a different way to brush your teeth. Brush it with the hand that you don't normally use. All of those things challenge our brain. And then if you like puzzles, I love jigsaw puzzles, but crossword puzzles, card games, dominoes, those type of games keep us challenged. Also, go in new places. Are there new places? Sometimes I just like to take out the map and look at the different cities in the state or out of state and think about where is somewhere that I haven't traveled before. All of those different things and more are ways to keep our brain challenged, to keep our brain exercising. And lastly, I just wanted to leave you with some memory tips. For the last couple of weeks, I have been very forgetful. And sometimes when we are forgetful, we may get anxious and worried because, we may think that there's a problem there. But a lot of times, forgetfulness is just caused by stress. I know for me, I just have a lot going on. So there's some stress there that's causing that forgetfulness. Sometimes it's a lack of sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep, sometimes it's because we're not focused, we're trying to do too many things, we're multitasking. Sometimes it might be our medication or different underlying medical conditions. So, here are just a few memory tips if you've been like me and you've been a little forgetful lately. So, and these things also help to exercise our brain. But first of all, slow down and learn how to just focus on one task at a time. As women, we love to multitask, but you're really not getting a lot more done by multitasking. You're just causing more stress on yourself. So slow down and focus on one thing at a time. Do that one thing well. And then it helps to write things down. Or if you're not a person, if you're not old school and you don't want to write things down, well, put a reminder on your phone, put an alarm or something on your phone that reminds you to do whatever you need to do. Repeat. When you hear someone's name or if there's something on your to-do list, continue to repeat it. That will help with memory. And are you organized? I always remember this phrase, a place for everything and everything in its place. So if I have a place for everything, if my keys, when I walk in the door, there's a place for me to put my keys, and I do that every single day, that will help with memory. Also, making associations. How can I associate what I'm learning to something else? If someone tells me their name and their name starts with a T, I might say, oh, this is Tia from Texas. That's an association. So finding ways to associate one thing that you know with something else can kind of help us remember. Also, along with slowing down and focusing on one thing at a time, I'm going to kind of end with that again because it's very important for us to be in the moment and really pay attention to what is in front of us. And sometimes I even forget to do this with my children when they're talking to me. Put the phone down, forget about whatever chore I'm working on, and be in the moment and pay attention. And then that is going to help me remember whatever it is they're talking to me about. Or if I'm in a conference, I know a lot of times in conferences, I see people on their phones. But if we would just take the time to be in the moment, to enjoy what's going on at that time and pay attention to the people and the things that are going on around us, we will see that our memory might get a little bit better. So again, I'm Cheryl Austin, and I represent Prairie View A&M University Cooperative Extension Program, and I hope that I gave you some good tips today to keep your brain exercised and challenged and to remember the things you need to remember. Have a great day.